Does this ever happen with you where you want to change someone badly, but that person is not even realizing their mistake? And as a result of that, you are the only person who's getting disturbed. You are the only person who's getting worried about them. You are the only person who's experiencing all those stress. Has this ever happened with you? And if the answer is yes, and if you want to know what really we can do as an individual to bring that change we want to see in them, then this video is for you. And bear with me till the end, and you will have your answer, because I'm somebody who has gone through that path a lot of times. And I believe, if there is somebody out there, if there's one of that person who can actually tell you what should be the solution in such cases, then I feel I can be that guy. So bear with me till the end, and you will have a solution in your hand. First, let's understand how does change occurs. So for a change to occur, we need to have three factors. And the first factor is awareness of what's wrong right now. So let's say आप किसी को चेंज करवाना चाहते हो कोई पर्टिकुलर चीज के बारे में, मे बी उनका कोई बुरी आदत हो सकता है जो आपको जरा भी पसंद नहीं है. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज, उनके पास क्या वो अवेयरनेस है कि क्या वो कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं? क्या उन्हें वो रियलाइजेशन है कि हाँ, ये जो इंसान मुझे बोल रहा है कि ये जो गलत है, क्या मुझे भी ये गलत लगता है? बिकॉज इफ that person is not even realizing that whether they are doing something wrong, then how exactly do you expect them to change? Because a change needs to begin from a awareness. अगर मुझे कोई चीज का एहसास है कि यार ये चीज मैं गलत कर रहा हूँ, तभी तो मैं उस चीज को कुछ सोचूंगा कि मैं क्या बदल सकता हूँ, कैसे बदल सकता हूँ, क्या मुझे बदल के एग्जैक्टली मिलेगा, राइट? सो यू शुड आस्क योरसेल्फ कि यार क्या उसे वो अवेयरनेस है, और क्या मेरे बोलने से उसे कभी अवेयरनेस आ सकता है? नहीं आ सकता, बिकॉज अनटिल एंड अनलेस दे डोंट have it from the heart, they don't realize it from their heart, nothing is going to change. So the first step is always awareness. Now what's the second step? अब ज्यादातर केसेस में ये दो स्टेप तभी आते हैं जब पहला स्टेप फुलफिल्ड हो. अब पहला स्टेप ही आप उधर ही किसी को अवेयरनेस नहीं है, तो ये दो चीजें तो पॉइंट ही नहीं है, पर फिर भी हम डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. सो द सेकेंड स्टेप इज, आपको अवेयरनेस हो गया, फिर आपको पता होना चाहिए कि यार अब मुझे ये चेंज करके एग्जैक्टली कहाँ जाना है, क्या मेरा डिजायर्ड सिचुएशन है. लेट्स से कि मैं मुझे आई हैव अ बैड हैबिट ऑफ स्मोकिंग फॉर एग्जांपल, एंड नाउ आई रियलाइज दैट दिस इज समथिंग दैट इज कॉजिंग मी incredible amount of pain. A lot of people are getting restrained from me. A lot of people I am ruining my relationship. So ये सारी चीजें मुझे रियलाइज हो चुकी हैं. अब मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं एक बेटर हेल्थ चाहता हूँ, मैं एक बेटर रिलेशनशिप चाहता हूँ, फ्रेंड्स के साथ, घर वालों के साथ. सो आई हैव दैट अवेयरनेस, एंड नाउ आई नो कि ये मेरी डिजायर्ड सिचुएशन है. आई वांट टू बी मोर हेल्दी, आई वांट टू बी मोर हैप्पी एंड फुलफिल्ड. So I have the desired situation as well in my mind. So that is the second step. And now when I have the awareness of my current situation, that yeah, this is how I'm getting affected, this is how it's smoking cigarette is ruining my life, and I also have the awareness of how exactly I want my life to be. So I have the awareness of current situation, and I have the awareness of desired situation. And now, in order to reach from A to B, we need to have the action plan, a vehicle. So we will make our action plan. So this is how exactly a change is gonna occur in our life. So that was the first part of the video. And now, since we have answered the question that how exactly a change comes, and that is the first step is always going to be the awareness. The question that we need to ask ourselves is, can we really force people to change? क्या हम कभी किसी को फोर्स कर सकते हैं कि आप चेंज हो जाओ? सो लेट्स ट्राई टू गेट दैट आंसर. लेट्स से यू हैव अ चाइल्ड हु इज रियली स्टबर्न. आप चाहते हो कि वो पढ़ाई अच्छे से करे, आप चाहते हो कि वो कुछ जस्ट लाइक एनी अदर पेरेंट, आप चाहते हो कि वो बड़ा होके कुछ बढ़िया करे अपने लाइफ में, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी करे. दैट्स समथिंग दैट वी ऑल want our children to do. But let's say for some reason that child is really stubborn. He is not listening to you, or she is not listening to you. And no matter how much you yell at them, no matter how much you shout at them, no matter how much you try to beat them and scare them and instill that fear in them about you, they are not changing. And the more you are trying to force change on them, they are getting more restrained. They are getting more दे आर बेसिकली दे हैव डेवलप दिस डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म। आप जितना उसे ज्यादा बोलते हो वो उतना ही ज्यादा पीछे हटते जाते हैं, वो उतने ज्यादा जिद्दी होते जा रहे हैं। सो दिस इज द यूजुअल सिनेरियो। बट अगर आप इसके जगह, अगर आपको उनमें सच में चेंज चाहिए, तो आप उसे प्यार से समझाओगे, उसे बताओगे कि वो कैसे ये चीज उन्हें अफेक्ट कर सकती है। और आप इंस्टेड ऑफ फोर्सिंग देम टू चेंज, यू विल ट्राई टू चेंज टुगेदर। आप वो चेंज खुद में लाओगे पहले कि हाँ, अगर मैं ये चेंज इसमें से चाहती हूँ तो आई हैव टू बी दैट एग्जाम्पल। एंड दैट इज व्हाट मोस्ट पेरेंट विल डू इन द सच केसेस, एटलीस्ट हाउ आई वुड डू। बिकॉज अभी मुझे पता है कि चेंज कैसे आप इंस्पायर कर सकते हो, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे लिए आसान है। बट स्टिल that is how a child should be raised, that is how a child should be taught to change. So that is the first, this is a simple analogy I wanted to give you, कि हम कभी भी उसे जबरदस्ती डरा के फुसला के फोर्स करके किसी को भी चेंज नहीं कर सकते। इट्स जस्ट लाइक 5 year old, आप 5 साल के बच्चे को भी ऐसे नहीं कर सकते। अब बात करते हैं, अगर हम उसे फोर्सफुली किसी को चेंज करना चाहे तो उसके रिजल्ट्स क्या हो सकते हैं? सिर्फ 3: रिजेंटमेंट, स्ट्रेस एंड वरी। इसके अलावा कोई भी आपको नहीं मिलेगा। बहुत हार्डली कोई ऐसा इंसान होगा जो एक्चुअली आपकी बात को समझेगा और उसे वो रियलाइज होगा। बट मेजॉरिटी द पीपल यू आर गोना मीट इन योर लाइफ, दे आर नॉट गोना बी लाइक दिस। दे आर गोना डेवलप दिस सेल्फ डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म, क्योंकि हमारी सर्वाइवल इंस्टिंक्ट है। जब भी हमें एक थ्रेट फील होता है तो हम उसे अटैक को रोकते हैं बाय ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ आर्ग्यूमेंट। तो कभी भी कोई भी इंसान को आप बोलोगे ये गलत है वो गलत है, तो वो एक डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म आ जाएगा, वो उस चीज को नहीं मानेगा मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द केसेस। सो इंस्टेड ऑफ फोर्सिंग देम, व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वी कैन डू? सो लेट्स कम टू दैट। So instead of trying to force change in people, we need to inspire change. And what exactly I mean by that, let's understand that. Let's understand that with the help of my story. So recently, we were not doing really good in good financially. So I wanted each and every family member of mine to wash their own dishes so that we don't have to hire a maid for that. And actually, we don't in a we so the point is हमारे कोई maid भी नहीं थी, and all the work, all the, when it comes to washing the dishes, only one person was doing, and that was my sister-in-law. So I didn't wanted that to happen, and I wanted each and every family member to clean their own dishes, because that's the least thing we can do, right? So if I would have told each and every one of them that from now onwards you need to clean your own dishes, probably they would have overheard. They would have probably ignored my advice. They would have not taken my advice seriously, because in the past I have also forced them to do something they didn't do, and as a result, I was the only person who was taking all the stress and worry. So this time I didn't wanted to force a change on them. I tried a different approach, and that was I became that example of washing my dishes regularly, whether it was breakfast, whether it was lunch, or whether it was dinner. And after a couple of days, what really happened was, people in my family, they started, like my family members, they started observing me. And somewhere they might have felt that guilt, that if he can wash his own dishes, then it's not a big deal. We can also start that, right? So magically, like out of nowhere, first my brother started it, then my dad started it, and after seeing everyone in the family doing their cleaning their own dishes, even my 10-year-old niece, she started cleaning her own dishes. Can you imagine that? So that day I realized the power of inspiring change instead of forcing change. So after I realized this fact, that you can never force people, you can only be the example. You can only be the change that you want to see in people. My life really changed. I eliminated majority of my stress and worry. I still sometimes feel stressed because it's my natural habit to expect people to do better every day of their lives. But now I have made a peace with the fact that you cannot force change in people. You can only inspire change. So if there's one thing you can take away from this video, then that will be, never force change, instead inspire change by being the change you want to bring in people. I hope you got the solution to your problem, which was earlier to force people to change, but now you know what exactly you need to do, and I hope you got your answer. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video.